Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on Inspector Calls. This one is specifically on the character of Eva Smith, also known as Daisy Renton. The core function in the play. Eva Smith is the universal every woman. Her role is to represent the millions and millions of working class people who were exploited by the capitalist machine. She is a structural device used to link each of the Birling sins together. Her absence from the stage is a deliberate choice. In 1912, the working class had no choice in politics or society, so Priestley denies her a voice in the play to mirror this reality. Key quotes and analysis. The first quote is, Eva Smith, and her name was Daisy Renton. The analysis of this quote is that her names are deeply symbolic. Eva is a reference to Eve, the biblical mother of all humanity, suggesting she represents all women. Smith is the most common British surname, reinforcing her role as an ordinary person. Daisy Renton sounds more fragile and pretty, reflecting her transition into being a mistress for the upper class. The grade 9 link is the fact that she has to change her name highlights her loss of identity. As she moves through the hands of the Birlings, she is stripped of her job, her dignity, and finally her name, showing how the class system erases the individuality of the poor. The next quote is, burnt her inside out, of course. This quote is by the inspector when he's describing her death. The analysis of this quote is that the inspector uses grotesque, emotive language to describe her suicide by drinking disinfectant. The burning represents the physical agony of poverty and the internal destruction of her spirit. The grade 9 link is that the disinfectant is a metaphor for a cleansing she felt she needed after being dirtied by the Birlings, specifically Eric and Gerald. It's a violent, desperate attempt to wash away the corruption of the wealthy. The next quote is, a lively, good-looking girl, and a good worker too. The analysis of this quote is, this is how Mr. Birling initially describes her. It shows that even when she was a good member of the society, she was only valued for her utility, her work, and her aesthetic, her looks. The grade 9 link here is that even the compliments she receives from the Birlings are dehumanizing. They see her as a unit of labor or an object of desire. Her liveliness is eventually extinguished by the cold influence of the Birlings, symbolizing how capitalism drains the life out of the proletariat. The next quote is, millions and millions and millions of Eva Smiths. The analysis of this is that the inspector uses polysyndeton, repeating the word and, to show the infinite scale of her suffering. The grade 9 link here is that this confirms that Eva Smith is a collective construct. She isn't just one person, she's the collective struggle of the poor. Priestley is telling the audience that while they cannot save the Eva of the play, they can save the millions of real-life workers through socialist change. The grade 9 interpretation paragraph is as follows. Priestley utilizes the off-stage presence of Eva Smith as a poignant symbol of the marginalized working class. By denying her a physical presence on the stage, Priestley highlights the political invisibility of the proletariat in 1912, forcing the audience to view her purely through the distorted lens of the Birling's guilt. Eva serves as a moral litmus test for each character. She is a mirror that reflects the specific flaws of the elite Birling's greed, Sheila's jealousy, Gerald's narcissism, Eric's lust, and Sybil's cold pride. Her name, a fusion of the biblical Eve and the common Smith, establishes her as a universal archetype of suffering. Ultimately, her death by disinfectant serves as a visceral metaphor for the corrosive impacts of capitalism, suggesting that the systemic exploitation of girls of that class is a social poison that burns the very fabric of the community. The key themes that you can link her to is social responsibility. She is the silent body that the inspector demands we take care of. Class and power. She has zero power in every encounter. The Birlings hold all the cards. Gender. She represents the specific vulnerability of women who lacked both financial and social protection in 1912. That's the end of the video. I hope you like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.